All right, so today we're going to start, and all we're going to do is kind of do a review of Google Slides, where to find your presentation, and how to turn it in. This is going to be very important. On Friday, you're going to send in your URL, your website address, to your guide for them to have a grade for you in social studies. So this is going to be important. So all your questions are going to need to be answered from all the questions on the PowerPoint. So let's go back over some basic things really quickly. If I can find it. Okay. So let's say I can't find my template. Let's say I wasn't in Google at all. What would I do? What's the first thing I do? What if I get to a page and I don't have this right here? How would I get it back? Yes, ma'am.
Go to your drive.
I would go to my drive, but how do I get to my drive if this isn't here? Let me go to Science Textbook, just so y'all can see it.
You go to folder and where you had it, and then
Okay, now where do we go? Yes, sir.
If you wanted to get into Drive, you would click the three little dots and then.
But I don't have the dots right now. Yeah, remember how I get to it if I don't have it at all? You remember? I go to Google. I just type in Google. And it's going to automatically come in. So once I come into Google, first thing you need to do, and I still see this a lot, it says sign in right here. You need to make sure that you are signed into your account. Yesterday we had some issues too with somebody signed into their parent's account, or their parent had signed in. It's not a big deal. Very easy. Remember, you click on your picture, you would hit sign out and go back into your account. So now that we're signed in, I have Drive on my bookmark, but you may not. But if you click the dots, like y'all was saying earlier, I already remember this, I would go to my dots and then go where?
Drive.
Drive. And that my Drive is crazy. I have a lot in my Drive. But then I would go find my Google Slides wherever I kept it, which this one's at the bottom, but it's already open. So now that we're open, so I need to make sure that this question is answered. I need to make sure that this question is answered. Remember, differentiate just means to be able to tell the difference. What is the difference between a country and a continent?
One's big, one's small.
One's big and one's small. But think about states. Are all states the same size? It's kind of meaning bigger as in more control, right? Like our country has control of the states, states have control of it, and it kind of trickles down.
And the world has.
The way you kind of have to think about it is like a school system, right? We have the superintendent that's above all of them. They're not the biggest boss, though. They still have somebody to answer to. But anyway, we go from the superintendent, then they have people under them, then they have principals. After principals, they have helpers, right? Like assistant principals, administrators. And then we go to teachers. And then do teachers have helpers?
Yeah.
And then after the teachers' helpers, we also have students. It's kind of the same thing with the world. We go from big to smaller, right? Okay, so, but I had questions that I needed to copy. So here are my questions that I needed to copy. It's under Louisiana Geography. Mine's going to look different because I'm not under a student app. So I put it under day 3 under live presentation. The same questions are in the day 2, wherever you want to go, wherever you knew you were. Don't click on this because it's this presentation going live. I still put the link for you to use this one. But remember how to copy and paste. How do we do it? We highlight, then we do what?
Then we left click on it and then we click.
You right click and you hit copy, or you can do Control C. Control C is copy. So then if I copied it and when I come here, I would click and make sure you need a box. I can click over type here. I would right click and hit paste or Control V. Okay. Now if I want to add a new slide, what do I need to do? There's a few ways I can add a new slide.
Go back and press new.
I can go, I don't want a whole new template, but I can go File, New. I don't want to add a new. That's adding a whole nother presentation. But we may need to one day. Yes, ma'am.
You can press the plus sign.
I can press the plus sign. I sure can. Now I added a new slide. If I don't like the way this looks, remember I can right click, apply layout, and change how it's going to look. Maybe I want it this way so I can add my question here, my answer here. Can you add pictures to this?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. We want y'all to change everything, but we want the content, the information down first. That's the most important. And then you could go make it pretty and change the font color and change the font size or the background. First of all, get all your questions down, answer all your questions. How are we answering our questions? Yes?
By telling.
But like in what form? We're just going to say, if I asked you what color is the sky, you're going to say blue?
No.
Well, what do we need to answer it in a what? A complete sentence. Capital letter in punctuation mark, and it makes sense. Good job. Y'all remember how to add animation to something? We whatever object we want, we needed to make sure that it's highlighted, that we clicked on it. And then we go to, which one was it? Insert, animation, and then you add animation. And now if I hit play, you'll see it actually has an animation. I don't have anything in the text box, that's why. Now if I play it, you'll see it. So we just added animation. Remember, if I don't want it, I come here, I click on it, and then I can X out of it. If I don't want it, I just hit the X, and then the animation is all gone. Now, if I add one too many slides, how can I get rid of it? When in doubt, always right-click. Right-click does wonders. Look, delete slide. Pretty neat, right? Let's say I did a slide. Let's say I deleted this slide. I made this slide, and I want my next slide to look just like this. I want to duplicate it, which means copy. I would, again, right-click, and guess what? Duplicate slide. So now I have two slides exactly the same, so I can start typing my question here. Where do we get our questions? In Genius or Buzz, we copied, right? We right-clicked, we copied, we come in here. If I just paste it right here without going over this word, it would say here and then the question. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it. And now here's my question. That's too small, right? So we know how to change our font. Remember, if we have nothing clicked, it doesn't give me the option to make anything bigger. I have to tell it what I want to make larger. So I'm going to come here and make it bigger. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I want the content down. That's the first thing you need done. Then we can go make it pretty. We have Thursday and Friday left for y'all to finish on this. On Friday, we're going to have to turn it in. And I'm going to show you how to turn it in. If you don't remember how to turn it in, you can watch this video. I'll redo another one for you, but just so that you can go back and kind of recap and see it. So if you look right here, it has share. Do y'all see that? Right now, it says private, only I can see it. Nobody else can search it or change it or do anything with it. So when I click share, I need to get shareable link. Now, if you see, I have shareable link, and it says anyone at eLearning with the link can view. I need to copy the link. Now it's copied. And you know how whenever you have a Dropbox to turn in a URL or a website, y'all use Science Textbook to turn in your website? It's the same exact thing. You would go in, and this one doesn't have a Dropbox, but if you did, you would right-click and paste the URL. I'm going to do a video showing you exactly how to do it, though. We good? Y'all ready to play on your own? Y'all have any questions that you didn't know how to do something yesterday? Maybe add a slide, delete a slide?
I have a question about about where the slides is not letting you type in.
It's not letting you type in it. Sometimes you need to insert a text box. Do you see this right here? This T with the box around it? If I click this, I make a box, and now I can type wherever I want. Now, if I don't want that box, remember, you can always right-click, cut, it goes away. If you mess up, you can hit Control-Z or this undo button, and it'll come back. Same thing if I said, oh, I didn't want that back. You hit the redo, and it deletes it again. There's so many things to learn. So we're going to keep trying to learn some new shortcuts and some new things to do. But what's our number one thing that we need down first? Our what? Our information and our content. And then y'all have Thursday and Friday to play. Pretty, add your pictures. Right now, we copying the questions, we putting them in, we answering the questions, and then we make pretty. That's how it always works. We ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, go ahead.
Go.